Welcome to Flourish with Janice. I'm excited that you have tuned into my channel. Flourish with Janice is all about the Flourish framework. And the Flourish framework involves 8 values that I highly believe are so critical to where we stand in life right now. And quickly, I'm going to go over those values. I have created acronyms for the word flourish, and F is for fearless. We all need to be fearless in this season. L is for lived experience. O is for owning your story. U is for uplifting others. So many of us, because of life situations, they need to have someone to pour into them. So that's why U is important as well. R, resilience. I, intentional living. S, simplicity. And H, heart coherence. And that's what the Flourish framework is all about with Flourish with Janice. And today I have a very, very special guest. She has really pulled on my heartstrings. Her story is amazing. And I have her here today because we're going to talk about one of the Flourish values. I want to welcome Tammy Rader to Flourish with Janice. Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Janice. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm excited that you're here, because your story is truly a story of resilience and a whole lot more. And so we're going to jump right on in, Tammy, and I want you to share who you are and just what let me just say this. We're going to talk about resilience today. So I want you to share with my audience who you are and let's just chat about why you are resilient.
That's a big word for me. I am a mom and a new grandma, only 36 days old. Um, I'm a daughter, an aunt, and my story sort of began when I was 16, when I was diagnosed with endometriosis and IBS. And I'll fast forward to 2021 when I was diagnosed with both breast and rectal cancer just 39 days apart. So resilience became a very big word for me.
So you got slow walked into being resilient. Slow walked or fast tracked into being resilient.
Well, I guess resilience wasn't something that I was told about or I was told to practice, right? It's something that when you're going through something like that, life basically forces you right into it, right? I guess maybe you sort of build it layer by layer,
Yes,
if that kind of makes sense.
it does. It does.
Mhm.
Can you share a little bit about your cancer journey? How did it impact you initially? Were you totally caught off guard with the cancer diagnosis?
I was 100% caught off guard with the cancer diagnosis. No one, well, I had three great uncles that had cancer. I don't know the specifics of it. No one in my family had breast cancer, like
Mhm.
no one. And I was 47 at the time. In my sort of lifespan, only older people got cancer you know, and so that was a real big shocker for me is it just totally come out of left field.
Mhm.
So, and I was diagnosed with triple negative um, multifocal metaplastic invasive ductal breast cancer. There's a lot of fancy words in there, but basically it just means that there was multiple lumps in the same breast in multiple spots, and it had already traveled to the lymph nodes.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, when you talk about lymph nodes, that's scary because, our lymph nodes help us in so many different ways, our body. So when it traveled there, what were some of the challenges that you initially had to face in order to make that adaptation to having cancer? I know your life was just totally just changed.
But it's kind of an understatement when you say it like that. I mean, cancer forces you to adapt. And I'm like physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, like
Yeah.
your entire world flips upside down, whether you're ready or not. Like and there were so many moments, I guess, in life that the life that I knew was gone
Mm,
literally overnight. And there were different ways that I had to find to grieve,
mhm,
to figure out, okay, well, what happens now?
mm,
What is going to happen? When you see people with cancer, some cases, the first thing you think of is death. And I didn't, I was scared to crap that something was going to happen, right? But I didn't want the mindset to take me there. I needed to keep positive. And again, the whole word of resilience comes in because it's with every surgery, every treatment, it came a new reality to live with,
mm,
really.
mhm.
And I had to, I sort of, I guess, sorry, I always like to look up because it's like the sunlight is coming in and it's so nice, but it helps me think that, you know, what I discovered is that resilience isn't about pretending that you're fine. Really not. I mean, it's allowing yourself to adapt to to still stand strong in
Yeah.
your, you know, that's sort of where I was. That it just it 100 it's an understatement to say that it changes you.
It absolutely changes you. And while I have not had that kind of health challenge, just each day, with any kind of challenge, I'm sure you have to look at the small wins that step into. Was that your story? Because you had two cancer diagnosis, which tells me that, not only did you have to deal with breast cancer, but another form of cancer. So while you're dealing with breast cancer, you now have to shift your focus and like, oh my God, how do I make this how do I just carry all of this in my mind, So I'm sure there had to be some small wins along the way that just kind of help you to say, okay, today I'm going to go forward. Today I'm not going to get caught up in my thoughts. Today I'm going to, as you said, I'm going to look up. What were your wins?
Always, always looking up. I don't, it's just a thing with me, always looking up. But yeah, I mean, getting out of literally, keeping the food down after chemo, getting outside and going for a small walk and looking up at, you know, what God has created. I mean, all those little victories add up over time. And healing isn't just about the medical treatments, it's about obviously moving forward, but it really made me sort of step back and look at what I was doing, what I was putting in on and around my body, how things were affecting me, and I started making changes after that. But those small wins were just, yeah,
Paramount, paramount to who you are, paramount to your daily journey, I would think.
yes, totally
Yeah.
paramount. Like yeah, there's so many things and you end up going down a rabbit hole sometimes that can happen every single person gets caught up in it. You see a word and you want to Google it, and you want to go to Dr. Google, and it's like we say never do that, but it's so hard not to. And it's to be resilient against that,
Yeah.
to get away from that, and again go back to the mindset and just keep looking up, because it's, yeah, get yourself out of that.
Did you find that being around other people with the same diagnosis helped you or harmed you? Because as you said before, oftentimes when you get the big C, the word D is connected to it. So I'm sure you were in the hospitals. I'm sure you were engaging with people that, you kind of had shared experiences, but did that impact your attitude as it related to your health journey? Did you find yourself having to get away from people who were just their vision was like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was before cancer, I guess I was sort of focused on just pushing through, not asking for help, just doing. Um, and then and seeing people in the hospital, it was so tough. Like at the cancer clinic, you well that were watchers, just they looked like they had given up, right? I looked up, I held my head high every appointment that I went into, and I did a group where there were other breast cancer survivors together. And it is hard sometimes, hearing their stories and
Yeah.
how sad they are and how depressed they are. And I wanted to sort of put my shoulders back and put my head up, and and try and go above that.
Yeah.
Cancer has a way of stripping life down,
Yeah.
right? And um it's appreciating the small moments, the deep moments that you actually get. There's life beyond a cancer diagnosis, and it's what you make of it. And that's again where the resilience part comes in, the strength, the vulnerability, the authenticity of you. That I don't want people to feel alone
Yes.
in this. And sorry, I could just keep talking. So
No, this is really good stuff, because you're sharing your lived experience, which of course is also part of the Flourish framework. But just seeing who you are now, you're not the same person that you were in before 2000 or 2001. You're not the same person. You're
yeah.
a whole different Tammy. And how have you made, what have you done to just walk in this new Tammy now? You talked about, you had to look at what you're putting on your body, in your body. Who are you now?
I am a thriver. I love saying that with the arms up. um, I I live in gratitude, actually. I live in the present moment. I never did that before. It was always planning something, or worrying about what I said in an argument from years ago, right? And I am, yeah, this I found a new company that helps me, that, and it's not about just the skincare, or it's about the products that make you feel good, the
Mm,
products that are doing good for you, the safest, cleanest support that I can give my system now,
yes.
right? And learning to love myself again. I have two
Uh,
huge scars on my chest, and that was my choice well, the first one wasn't, but the second one was. That it was my choice to remain flat. I had to wake up and look at those. I have to every single morning.
mhm.
And it's learning to love myself and giving myself grace. And again, when I'm finding myself, laying in bed, or kind of having a little moment of like a little pity party, it's about not pitching the tent, and it's about not staying in that moment. It's about looking up and whether it's raining out, because it actually is raining out right now, it doesn't matter. It's just finding those moments that can bring you joy and
Mm,
that can lift you up. And it's sort of like, no, like I am resilient. I
yes.
am a thriver. I am still here. I can do this, like yeah.
And I love
I hope
that
it
because,
makes-
a lot of people say that I am a cancer survivor, but you are a cancer mentor. And what you just said, I mean, if I were also walking in that journey, I would have been like, oh my God, she's just speaking to my heart. So let's go in that direction. As a cancer mentor, what are you doing? Are you empowering other women who have gone down a journey such as yours?
I am 100%. And it's not just women, it's men, women, whoever needs my help, whoever needs my support. I have cards, I have a journal. And then again, with being with this EDC free non-toxic company, that I'm able to support people to find the joy in a moment.
Mm,
It doesn't have to be, don't worry about what the day is going to be. Find joy in the moment that you're in,
yes,
because then you can get to the next moment and the next moment. And then next thing you know, it's a day and a week and a month and a year. That's what matters to me. That's what makes me feel good. It's,
yes.
yeah.
Well, I want you to speak into the camera and I want you to tell whoever is out there that's going to be looking at this video about standing strong, about what they can do to just be resilient.
I want you to know that there is life after your cancer diagnosis. I want you to know that living in joy, living in gratitude, taking one moment, one step at a time, you will get there. Is it going to be exactly how you planned it? Absolutely not. It was definitely not for me, but you can do this. You can be resilient. You have it in you, and I believe in you, and I just know that you're beautiful beyond your diagnosis. And it doesn't have to be cancer, it can be any diagnosis. You are beautiful.
And let's talk about be you to full because that's an organization that's something that you develop as a result of your diagnosis. You want to share that?
Yeah, so I am the founder of Beautiful Beyond Your Diagnosis, and I spell it BEYOUTIFUL. And for me, it was more, it's about it's being you in the moment. No matter what happens, you're still you. I actually got it tattooed
Awesome.
on my wrist. And it's funny that that happened, I don't even know, 6 years ago or something, that I had that tattoo. And it's just, yeah, my community is very special. And it's about empowering others that are going through the journey. And
Awesome.
it's like going from A to B, again, one step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at
Yeah,
a time. That's what it takes.
that's awesome. Tammy, I am just so thrilled that you are able to be on Flourish with Janice. Um, if you are listening to this broadcast, check out Tammy Rader. Is there a website? You have any information that you want people to connect with you with?
Yes, thank you. So beautiful.health. So BEYOUTIFUL.health. You'll pretty much find everything there. And I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity, Janice. You are a shining light
Oh,
now in my life. And it's just everything that you're doing. It's so, it's not crazy, but it's so crazy how we connected. And I just, you're an absolute beautiful soul. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity. So thank you.
you're quite welcome. And as I said before to you, alignment. We should be stepping into places where there is alignment. And as Tammy said, yeah, how we met is so apropos. I mean, it's divine, to be honest. So we're connected. I'm not going anywhere. Tammy's not going anywhere. And who knows, you may see her again on Flourish with Janice. I want you to get out there, and any one of those 8 values, I want you to empower them in your life, because we are in a season to flourish. Thank you again, Tammy, for being a part of my show.